Good morning, students. In the today's session, we'll continue with the previous topic. Okay, like from the application layer, we have learned about what is the email as well as the other protocols, and now we'll learn about what is a simple mail transfer protocol. I think everyone knows what is the major role of this transmission in email. The protocol is a major purpose. Okay, now here we'll start learning about this. What is meant by SMTP? Okay. First, we'll learn what is a message transfer agent. Okay. And here, the actual mail transfer is done through the message transfer agents only. Okay. Now we have this simple mail. What is a protocol? Collection of rules will be used for the transmission of data between the client and server. Okay. Now here, in this we have this simple mail transfer protocol. It defines the MTA client as well as the MTA server in the internet. Okay. The client is used to send the message and the server is used to receive the message. Okay. And here the SMTP is used at both the side, from the client side as well as at the server side. We have this SMTP usage will be there. Okay. Now here, whenever we are working with the SMTP, we have this client as well as a server. Whenever we have this client side, now see here the SMTP client is going to send as well as receive. Okay, now the SMTP uses the commands as well as the responses to transfer the messages between the client and server. Okay, and now see here, each command or reply is terminated by a 2-character end of the line code. Now here, whenever if we have this MTA client and server communication, we are going to send a request in the form of a command and we are going to retrieve the MTA client will get the response. Okay. Now see here, each command or reply is terminated by a 2-character end of line token. Now see here, whenever if we are working with this transmission with the MTA, now we have the commands. The command means what? These commands are sent from the client to the server. It consisting of a keyboard followed by 0 or more argument. There are 5 mandatory commands are used in that. Here, like every implementation must support the following 5 commands, like mail from recipient to data quit with the sender's host name. Okay, and what is the response here? Once the client send a message to the server, okay, and the responses are sent back from the server to the client. Okay, and this response is a 3-digit code that may be followed by additional textual information. Now, whenever we are working with the mail transfer phases, we have mainly 3 phases will be there. One is the connection establishment, another one is the mail transfer, another one is the connection termination. Okay, the major 3 phases of the mail transfer are connection establish, as well as the mail transfer, as well as the connection termination. Okay, and in the next continuous, what we'll learn, what are the connection agents. Okay, here in this we have the POP and IMAP. Okay, what is this POP? This is a post office protocol. Okay, whenever we are working with this message access protocols which are available with the POP and IMAP. What is this POP? It is a post office protocol. It is simple and limited in functionality. Whenever the client POP3 software installed on the receipt computer and the server POP3 software is installed on the mail server. Now, the mail access starts with the client when the user needs to download the email from the mailbox on the mail server. Now, the client opens a connection to the server on the TCP port. It then sends its username and password to access the mail. Now, see here, the user can list and retrieve the mail messages one after the other. Okay. Now, see here, whenever if we have working with this POP, whenever we are working with this post office protocol, we have 2 modes. One is the delete mode will be there. Another one is the keep mode. What is mean by this delete mode? The email is deleted from the mailbox after each retrieve. Okay. What is keyboard keep mode? The mail remains in the mailbox after retrieval also. Okay. Here, whenever we are working with the POP, we have 2 modes will be there. One is the delete mode. Another one is a keep mode. Delete mode means the email is deleted from the mailbox after each retrieve. Keep mode means what? The email remains in the mailbox after each retrieve. Now, what are the deficiencies of POP3? This POP3, it does not allow the user to organize their mail on the server, and the user cannot have different folders on the server, and the POP3 does not allow the user to partially check the contents of the mail before downloading. These are the main drawbacks of the POP3. And whenever we are working with this IMAP, okay? Now we have learned with what we just learned with SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. We'll continue with the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol with the IMAP, okay? Now here we have this message access agents are two message access agents will be there. One is a POP, another one is a IMAP. What is this IMAP? Internet Mail Access Protocol version 4. This IMAP is very powerful and more complex than POP. It is implemented to overcome what are the deficiencies which are there with the POP. And here, whenever we are working with this IMAP4, it provides the following extra functions. That means a user can check the email header prior to downloading. And next, the user can search the contents of the email for a specific string of characters prior to downloading. The user can partially download email. The user can partially download email. This is especially useful in bandwidth is limited and the email contains multimedia with high bandwidth requirements. Okay. And a user can create, delete, as well as rename the mailboxes of the mail server. Okay. The user can create a hierarchy of mailboxes in a folder for email storage. Okay. And now here we have the other protocol called Simple Network Management Protocol. Now, this Simple Network Management Protocol, the major purpose is what? This is a framework for managing devices in internet using the TCP protocol. What is the content of SNMP? It is an application level protocol that uses the concept of manager and agent. A manager controls and monitors a set of agents, and the manager may be a host or agent or maybe a router. Okay. And this SNMP can monitor the devices, made by different manufacturers and installed in a different physical network. And this SNMP can be used in LAN and WAN connected by the router. Now see here, we have the manager and we have the agent variables. Will have the proper communication between them with the internet. Okay. And what are mean by whenever we are working with the SNMP, we have the major role is manager and agent. What is the role of manager and agent? A manager or a management station is a host that runs the SNMP client program. Okay. And the agent is a manager station, is a router or host that runs the SNMP server program. Now, the management is achieved through simple interaction between a manager and an agent. And the agent keeps performance information in a database. The manager has access to the values in the database. Okay. These are the things which we have learned in the today's session. See you in the next session with the continuous structure of management information. Yeah, we'll learn with the structure of management information. What is meant by the structure of management information, SMIV2? It is a component of network management and the functions of this SMI are name, type and encoding method. How the name can be there, okay? Like whenever we are designing a name, this SMI requirements requires that each managed object, such as a router, variable in a router, value, have a unique name, okay? To name the objects globally, SMI uses an object identifier, which is a hierarchical identifier based on a tree structure. Okay. Here, this is a tree structure which we have to learn. Like whenever we have the root means ISO or ORG or DOD6, internet, all these are comes under the root. Okay. Now, here each object can be defined by using a sequence of characters, which is separated by dots. The tree structure can also define an object by using a sequence of textual names, which is separated by the dots. And the integer dot representation is used in SNMP. The name dot notation is used by the people. Now we'll have this example, which is going to show you the name structure. Okay, we'll continue the next topic in the next session. See you in the next day session. All the best.